Official opposition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, this government pushed through cuts to tourism, arts and culture, African Nova Scotian affairs, ELNU affairs, education, research and innovation, and to the rural jobs that keep our province going. Entire sectors that support thousands of jobs have been hit, but the Premier refuses to stand and defend or even vote for those choices. Nova Scotians have pushed back every step of the way against these cuts and the billions of dollars being spent behind closed doors. Will the Premier admit that this budget process has broken Nova Scotians' trust?
It's parliamentary privilege. I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, this budget has been presented just as every budget has been presented in this House for the last, who knows, hundreds of years. We are, I'm proud to say that we've even made unprecedented adjustments in the budget. That's the democratic process at work. We are continuing to invest in the things that Nova Scotians need, like more in health care, more in housing, more in education, more in opportunities in social development, tax breaks. We are working hard to meet the basic needs of Nova Scotians.
I recognize the Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Democracy is actually engaging with and representing the people who elected you, and many people say that's not happening. Nova Scotians deserve more than talking points. They deserve results they can actually see and feel: strong services, good jobs, investments protecting their communities. Government spending should be decided in the open with real transparency and accountability. Instead, this government has posted a $1.2 billion deficit and have spent $6.7 billion out of budget since they were elected. Sending billions of dollars out the door with no competition and no process to make out-of-budget spending transparent is not fixing anything. What is the Premier doing this session to improve this terrible record on accountability?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, we're following the same process that's been in place since 2010 that each of the previous governments have followed since then, the process of reporting to the legislature of public accounts. We have a very powerful public accounts committee that meets almost every week, Madam Speaker, so there's a tremendous amount of accountability. That spending has been on health care, and we have moved the needle on health care in our province. There now have been a net gain of 570 physicians since 2021. Surgical wait lists are at an all-time low since 2015. 80,000 more primary care appointments a month, Madam Speaker. Is there more to do? Yes, and we will do more.
I recognize the Honourable Leader of the Official Opposition.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Biggest deficit ever. Most out-of-budget spending ever. This is not the same. A legislative budget officer would help protect Nova Scotians' money from this government's decisions. A required process to table out-of-budget spending in this legislature would help people see where their money is going. It should make people very nervous that this government doesn't want people to see anything besides press releases and numbers that their own highly paid communications teams provide. People have the right to know what's going on and who benefits from this government's costly decisions. Will the Premier stand and explain why he doesn't think he owes Nova Scotians answers?
I recognize the Honourable Minister of Finance.
Madam Speaker, we have provided many answers to Nova Scotians. For example, in seniors and long-term care, we are in an unprecedented build in seniors and long-term care. The last government to announce new seniors and long-term care was the Rodney MacDonald government, which the Dexter government opened but never announced any more seniors long-term care bills until an election, which the following government, the McNeil government, promptly cancelled, finally announced one in, I think, 2019. There was such a deficit. All of that investment that we're making in seniors long-term care is so your loved one, my loved one, can have a place in seniors long-term care. Those were so that we would have space in our hospitals. There were people in our hospitals waiting to go into seniors long-term care, and we needed to provide that space. We will do that.